Guys, RockSeih here, and today I'm gonna show you how to do this. Okay guys, just before we start, make sure to go to the description and click on that rekonise link. You need to subscribe, which will redirect you on the Google Drive, in which you will find the overlays, the SFX, the song, main clip, and the project files. Make sure not to click on any ads you may see going on that rekonise link. Also, if you could leave a like, that would be really appreciated because this video took me a really long time to make. And now, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, so first off, you'll need a clip just like mine, where you get into the box from the top, just like that. If you don't have one, I leave this one in the Google Drive, which you can download and train with it. So first off, you want to find the one where you get the kill. Right here for me. I'm going to mark it and apply my velocity settings. Then you want to mark the moment where you want the effect to start. I'm going pretty much right here. And then you want to mark 2 frames before kill. Just like that. Now we are going to split this part and the moment where you get in the box right here for me. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take that middle clip, click, left click, and then drag it to the left so it does a fade in. Then we do the same but to the right, so we have pretty much 7 frames. Make sure to save it, not to lose it. Go into the transition panel and click and search for dissolve luma. You can choose the default one. Then back onto video effects, you're gonna search right defocus. Okay, so for the right defocus, I'm gonna set defocus this thing to 0.002, then pretty much copy my settings for the rest. And then we're gonna add magic looks. I'm gonna select this one. You shouldn't have it. That's why I will leave it. That's why I will leave it in the description. And if you don't know how to import them to your Magic Bullet Looks and Sony Vegas, I will link a video for this in the description. Okay, apply it. Then we can go to this part, split it, and search a preset, and after click preset, something pretty clean, and preferably something which is going to be the color of the portal. In my case, it's going to be blue, so I'm going to select a blue thingy like that. It's not that blue, but yeah, pretty much. Now let's get onto the overlays. So first off, you want to add a new video track and import the overlay, which again you'll find in the Google. You can press U and delete the audio part, we don't need this. So we're gonna search for chroma here and select the green like that. And then you're gonna set the low threshold to 0.69, 0.469, like that. Then we're gonna set the blur amount to 0.136, like that. As you can see now we have, so as you can now see we have a hole in the middle. Once it's done, we're gonna add magic bullet looks to this overlay. You want to select the settings called portal CCs, which is right there. The link will again be in the description. Then we are going to add some glow, the SAPPHIRE preset, and pretty much copy my settings. I'm gonna add some rays. And once again, you can copy my settings. It should be a lot faster. Don't forget to open save your project. And then we're gonna finish with this effect. Nice and clean. So now we are going to find a moment where the portal appears, which is right there, as you can see. And we're gonna cut the start like that. I'm gonna sync it with the first marker. Then we're gonna find the moment, the last moment where we can see this entrance. So right here, and we're gonna cut it from there. Now you want to go on the three bars right there and click on track motion. You can make this bigger, and on the top left where you see source alpha, click and select the 3D source alpha. So we're going on the first frame, we're gonna add a marker and put it in the middle. Make it pretty much at the same size as the hole and make sure it's in the middle. Now what you are going to do is to go frame by frame. I mean, not really frame by frame, but like 2 or 3 frames per 2 or 3 frames, and just make sure it's still in the middle of that hole and in the correct size. So as you can see, it's now I would recommend you guys have some marker pretty much. So me, I'm going to go on this thing pretty much. I cannot really explain, but you'll need to find yours where you want it to be, and there's something that you will need to respect for the whole time. So then you should have something pretty much like this. It doesn't really have to be perfect. Now what we're going to do is insert a new video track. I'm gonna click on U and now control drag to the top this part. We are going to disable this effect, this transition, I mean, and pretty much all the others effects. And what you want to do is to make it as long as the portal, and we are going to keyframe it. So once you have this done, I'm going to add HUI set bright. So you want to go to the first frame and take to pretty much -0.5, and then put this marker 2 frames before the end. Like that. And then 1 frame before the end you want to put it back to 0. Then we're going to animate brightness. So for the first frame you want to put it to 0.9. Then go 2 frames before the end and put it to 1.5. We're going 1 frame to the right and put it back to 1. Then you want to add the effect called raise from SAPPHIRE. So animate the center, and now what we are going to do is to make sure on every frame that this thing right here is in the middle of the hole, like this. Then you want to animate the raise length. So for the first frame you want it to 0, and then go pretty much to the moment where you're in the portal, so pretty much right here for me, and put it to 1, and then 3 frames to the left, put it to 0.6 pretty much, and on the last frame 0. Make the first and second frames on slow fade. You just left click and select slow fade. Then we are going to animate the raise brightness. We want to put it to 0 for the first frame, and to the peak, and to this frame, the 18 for me in my case, you want to put it to 20, which is the max, I think it is. Then you want to go 2 frames to the left and put it to 15, and then 1 frame and put it back to 0. Once again, make sure the first 2 frames are on slow fade. Now for the third and last overlay, you first want to add another video track. Select the glitch overlay, which again is going to be in the Google Drive. Click Q and delete the sound. Put it to the top. So first off, you want to go on the 3 bars compositing mode and put it to screen. So first off, so then you want to click on Control and drag this thing to the right, so it's sped up. So you want pretty much something like this. And you want this thing to start when you are getting really close to the portal. So pretty much right there for me. And make it end once you enter the portal. Right there. And also not necessary, but you can decrease the opacity. I prefer it like this. Now we are going onto the sound effect. Now let's move on to the sound effect just after I clean up my timeline. Nice. So for the sound effect, we have a lot of them. That's why I'm going to divide them by 2. So pretty much we are going to have a sound effect out of the game, so pretty much the portal, the whooshes and stuff like that. And then we're gonna have the in-game sound effect, which is basically the pump, the pump, the elimination sound effect, and everything like this. Okay, so let's move on. So obviously the first one we're gonna have is the song. So what I've done is clearly not necessary, but pretty much I've decreased the volume of the song when I get close to the portal, and it goes back up when I get the kill, but you really don't need it if you don't want it to. Then we have a build-up, which I think I've said it a lot of time, but everything is going to be in the description. That. Then we got a swishes. Which we will sync with the kill. then a whoosh, which we will again sync with the kill. Then we're gonna have portal sound effects, which is for the portal, yeah. Like that. Then we will have a sword thingy, which will come right when with the portal. That we are going to have a photo sound effect, but I've cut the end, and I think it sounds like a moment where you could get into a portal. I don't know, just my thought. And yeah, I've put it at the moment where you get through the portal, but this is not necessary. And then the last one, which is again not necessary, it's just some earth bit. And now onto the in-game sound effects, which in this part is pretty light. We only have 3 of them if I remember well. So first up we obviously have the kill sound effect, which will come when you get the kill. Then we have the pump sound effect, which comes when you shoot. So right there for me. And then the last one, a shield break, which comes when you get the kill. Once this is all done, you should have something pretty much like this, the sound effect, and which looks like this. So in this case it could be better because I've not really spent a lot of time on this thing, I don't know what is it called, and this tracking as well. But yeah guys, that was pretty much it. I hope you've liked this video, and as mentioned before, if you could leave a like, that would be really appreciated. This video took me a long time to make, and make sure to subscribe with post notice on, as I don't want to miss any of what will come. And yeah guys, I'll see you for the next video. Bye guys.